How long before we're a cashless society?
This is where I get scared, because it's too similar to the mark of the beast. It's too similar to exactly what it says. You won't be able to trade, you won't be able to do anything unless you have the mark.
How's the mark of the beast described in the Bible? We should read it. Then I saw another beast rising out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, and it spoke like a dragon. It deceives those who dwell on earth. It also causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark. This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with my... That's the coolest thing ever.
How long before we're a cashless society?
Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and what you just saw there on the Joe Rogan podcast was them discussing a cashless society. And they seemed a little bit creeped out, a little weirded out from just talking about it, and in which they should be, because these prophecies are coming to pass, and they are actually on the mark, as you could say, with what it will become, and that is the MOTB, which will be made mandatory at some point in the near future. You won't be able to buy or sell unless you have that MOTB, this implant that they want to put within you. And if you want to make it out of this, you cannot take that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts or ways around it. You cannot take it. And you just have to rely on the Lord in that time. But if you're faithful and of the elect, He will be taking you out of this place, because this place will be nuked. This place being Babylon the Great. It will be nuked when Yahweh Shai returns. And you're also going to start noticing, as we get closer and closer to this device being made mandatory, that World War III is going to heat up more and more along with it, until this thing is made mandatory and World War III is full out destruction, full out going on, and these nations are going into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat to be judged. And so we've got that part. You just saw the hand part, and now this new thing with Elon Musk and his company Neuralink, and they just successfully implanted their device into a human brain. And I'm sure you've seen it. Lots of brothers have been doing lessons on this, and this is just my opportunity to look into it. And so this is from NPR, came out a couple days ago. This is what to know about Elon Musk's Neuralink, which put an implant into a human brain. Elon says his ambitious plan to let humans wirelessly connect their brains with phones and other devices has taken a new step. And so if you could connect to a phone and other wireless devices, you can make payments. You can buy and sell through this device, which is in your brain. It says, announcing that the first human has received a brain implant from his Neuralink company. The person, who wasn't identified, is recovering well, Musk said via X, formerly known as Twitter. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection, he added, referring to the cellular activity between our brains and our nervous systems. The news comes months after Neuralink began recruiting potential human test subjects for its clinical trial. And you might remember, maybe it was a year ago, maybe a little longer, they were going into the monkeys that they were doing their trials on. And a lot of these monkeys actually died, which a lot of these people trying to get this, they might receive the same judgment. But those monkeys, they were actually able to get one of them, if not more, to be able to play video games with their brain. No controller, just their brain. And these are the things that Esau wants to be possible. It says the company got Food and Drug Administration approval for the trial last May, saying it wanted to enlist people ages 22 and above who are living with quadriplegia due to a spinal cord injury or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, the disease that robs people of their ability to control their bodies. And so they're hoping this device will give them function over their limbs and over their bodies once again, or even for the first time. And that is something you could call a miracle, because it is. These people thought they would never be able to have control over their body in that type of way. But here comes Esau with his miracles, trying to act like a god, but he is no god whatsoever. You got to think about it too. If this can do this, and if it could make the blind see and the deaf hear and whatever else it could do, maybe a fat person lose weight or something like that, that will appear as a miracle. And it is a miracle. But it's going against the Most High's plan and against his judgment, and they're trying to set themselves up above the Most High, but can't do that because he is the Most High. But yeah, that's that. Let's take a look at the scriptures, because this is fast approaching. And we'll start up here at 11. So Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. This is the revitalized Roman Empire. This is NATO in the EU currently. They are the revised NATO, or the revised Roman Empire coming back again. It's that beast whose deadly wound was healed. So it's their second go around. And those 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. The 2 horns going into the 2-party system that's set up here in Babylon and was set up in Rome originally. And the dragon going into harshness, their draconian rules that they have, or law. It says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And so, if you go into Daniel, the 7th chapter, in his dream, he sees 4 beasts come out of the earth. And these beasts are really rulerships or kingdoms. And that 4th beast was the Roman Empire, and it fell, but it's been revitalized, and that's where we are today, with NATO and the EU having the most authority on this earth as far as men go. And it said, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. Esau, so-called, or the Caucasian race, they dropped nukes onto Japan. That was fire coming down from heaven onto the earth in the sight of men, and it put great fear into the other nations as they saw that. When they saw what Babylon did to Ammon, the Japanese. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And that Neuralink is a miracle. A lot of Esau's technologies are what appear to be miracles. They're carnal, but nonetheless, it's amazing what is being done. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So be westernized, worship Babylon, worship America, be Americanized. Everybody wants to be westernized or Americanized, just as previously they wanted to be Romanized or Hellenized. And it says, and I say Hellenized because that was one of the first times, or that was the first time when Esau came into great power and took the fatness of the earth. And they even they call it the Greco-Roman Empire. And it says, and he had power, which, just going back really quick, the Greek Empire was the third beast, and the fourth beast is the Roman Empire. I'm just trying to use that word Hellenized just as westernized, not saying it's the fourth beast. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So he'll mow you down if you go against him. And it says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And that is encompassing all of humanity on this earth. Said to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And you just saw the girl at Whole Foods use her right hand to purchase groceries. And it says, or in their forehead. And we just read the article on how Elon has implanted a device into a human brain. And so you could have it there in your hand or in your brain. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell, so all trades buying and selling, save he that had the mark. And so you're not going to be able to participate in this society that they're trying to build unless you take something, unless you get pricked. And it says, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. And so if you could see and understand that this is the MOTB and that we are in the end times, you've got the eyes and ears, and you should not take that. Even if I will say, if it's in your spirit to not take it, and you might not look like an Israelite, you should still not take it, because there's a chance that you are an Israelite, because these heathens aren't going to think twice about taking it. But if you do, you might as well withhold. But the Lord's only coming to save the elect of Israel. So there could be a heathen that doesn't take it. That doesn't mean they will be saved. This is for Israel. It says, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And so Esau is about to try to set up his NWO. And the Lord's going to let him get pretty far in it. He says when he was about to fill his belly, that's when the Lord is going to take them out of power forever and ever. And they're going to have to serve out, all Edomites are going to have to serve out a long, hard slavery under the Israelites. And then they will be done away with. But this time is fast approaching. Don't take it. Repent. Come back to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.